Yo, what's up? It's your favorite Samoan Barkeep here. I'm drinking every bottle on the bar. Today, I got a new release here. I got the Barrell Cigar Blend. Can this stand up to the all-time cigar blend GOAT, the Joseph Magnus? Stay tuned. Let's check it out. Hey, thanks for coming back to the channel. I'm Tolly, your favorite Samoan Barkeep, and we're going to compare these two cigar blends to see does the Barrell compete with the GOAT, the Joseph Magnus. Now, before we can, officially taste these, we got to talk a little bit about what's in the bottle because it's very, very different. So, I don't like to read off the bottle, but there's too much info on this Barrell to not have to read it. I can't memorize all this, so... this Barrell is a mixture of Kentucky, Indiana, and Tennessee whiskey. So the problem I have with Barrell sometimes is that Tennessee whiskey can sometimes overpower everything, and I just get that Dickel, which I am not a fan of. So first thing, that's what I'm worried about is that Dickel. If it is Dickel, that Tennessee getting that minerality, which I'm not a fan of, but we'll still give it a shot. So this cigar blend is a blend of whiskeys aged 7.5 to 18 years, and then they're finished in a variety of casks, including rum, Hungarian oak, and I'll have to look at the bottle for the rest, Madeira and Armagnac. So it's coming in at 111.2 proof. That's a 750 ml bottle. And this one came in at $80, plus I had to get it shipped, so ended up paying about $90 for this bottle. So $90 for that Barrell. Got to give you the deets on the Magnus as well. So this is Joseph Magnus. This is my only bottle I've ever had of the Magnus Cigar Blend. This is a non-age stated bourbon finished in Armagnac, sherry, and cognac casks. This happens to be batch 131 if you know about your batches. This is a 750 ml, and this bad boy's been open for a minute, so take that as with a grain of salt. It's been open for quite a while, whereas this Barrell is a fresh crack. So since the Barrell is the newbie, we're going to give that one the benefit of the going first. Let's get into this Barrell. Ooh, the nose, you get a nice amount of spice. It's a little bit of toast, a little bit toasty, toasty oak. And you get nice, deep, dark fruit flavors on the nose. That smells great. I'm not getting any of that minerality. Yeah, it smells delightful. All right, on the Magnus on the nose, to me, that one smells a little older, which, the Barrell is 18 years, so I don't know how old the stocks were for the Magnus, but because you get that old, kind of dusty, musty rickhouse oak note. I get the same kind of dark fruit notes on this one. And then this one also getting a little bit of leather. So to me, this one smells like older, and this one smells a little fruitier and toastier. So, all right, let's get into the Barrell on the palate. Here we go. No minerality. That's the first win. So on the palate on this one, I get oak. The sweetness comes across as like molasses, so I'm assuming that's coming from that rum finish. And then I get a nice amount of spice. This is a little thin. Got nice legs, though. Get a nice amount of heat, but the thin viscosity of it kind of takes away from it because I don't get much of a finish either. Just get that front of the palate, mid palate, and then boom, kind of dies off. All the flavors are great, so the taste is definitely solid for this one. Just a little thin, a little weak on the finish for me. But those punches at the beginning are nice. The spice, the dark fruit, the molasses, very, very nice. All right, now we can compare it to the Magnus. And when I was going through the bottle details, I don't think I mentioned the Magnus is obviously a lot pricier of a bottle. So nowadays you can find this one for $140 to $150 if you're lucky. I think when I got this one, it was close to 200 bucks out the door. So 200 bucks versus 90. So that's a big consideration. All right, Magnus, here we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So for me on the palate, this one is much more complex. I'm getting oak, I'm getting spice, I'm getting some dates, some like a little, I don't know, it tastes like a little one of those little like coffee cakes with dates in it. A little bit more oily, more viscous on the finish on this one, or I mean on the mouthfeel. And then also on this one, the finish is lingering a lot more, a lot better, nice flavors lingering. Ooh. Man, the Armagnac and cognac, I think, are really, really making this one the winner here. Ooh, man, that is freaking good. All right, so for the final tally, if you're talking strictly on taste, I'm giving the edge to the Magnus. If you're talking value, I'm going to probably give the edge to this guy. The Barrell is really good. I don't do cigars much anymore, so I don't know how this will pair with a cigar. Definitely hit me in the comments and let me know. But if you're talking value for the money, I'm definitely going this way. Overall taste, this one. I've heard the Magnus batches can vary quite a bit, so that's another thing you need to consider. There was a little stretch there, like I think between batch 150 and 200 or 300, where they weren't getting rave reviews as they were. But, you know, so they just be cognizant of that. So depending on the batch, this one can vary quite a bit. Whereas this one, I think it's just a blend, right? Yeah, it's just a blend. So should probably get more consistency between bottles on this bad boy. So, all right, there you go. If I was going to give these a buy or pass, I would be a buy on both of these at MSRP. I'm not getting over MSRP on this bad boy, and you shouldn't have to pay over MSRP for this. I mean, I'm seeing it sitting everywhere. I wouldn't pay the local Total Wine price for this, which is $120 plus hell tax. So, you know, Total Wine had to put on their $40 markup even before tax. Thanks, Total Wine. But anyways, both of these are buys for me at MSRP. Both delightful. Let me know how they pair with a cigar. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Cheers. Ooh. Man, I haven't had that Magnus in a minute. That is freaking delightful.